Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, February 6th, 2023. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Monday, everyone. Great to be back. Here's a look at the ES in the daily time frame right now, post FOMC as well. The previous FOMC key level here, 40.7275. We've seen a rally from then, and then a two-day sideways move. Here early on, we are testing prices below the previous two-day lows, right at the previous month's high, approaching the 8-period PIMA. Given the overall uptrending price action here, this pullback toward this PIMA trigger zone could provide another opportunity for price to be bought and pushed back up. Now, a failure of 4,100 could open up a return back to the previous week's low price, so keep an eye on 4,100 here. That's going to be the key level to watch. The previous week's midpoint is just above 4,800, about 4,108, 4,107. So again, a failure there opens up the previous week's low. So keep an eye on that. But early on this week, the idea is that bulls will look to defend 41 and push prices back up a bit. Keep an eye on the previous session's low. Back above that level starts a bit of a recovery in the near term. Keep in mind, Tuesday we do have Fed Chair Powell speaking, 11:40 a.m. Central Time. That's Tuesday, February 7th. So tomorrow morning, Fed Chair Powell speaking. Let's take a look here at the NQ. The NQ right now down about 1% here. A little bit of a pullback from the previous session's range. Here's the previous session's low right there. Prices testing right into the 12.4 level. 12.410 is the previous week's midpoint. So early on, given the uptrending market, the early pullback this week, look for bulls to look to defend that zone into about 12.4 at the lowest here for a shot at perhaps pushing prices back up the range toward 12.8, 12.9. Again, a failure here at the midpoint, 12.4, opens up the previous week's low price. That could be pushing you back toward 12K and as low as 11.871. 11.871 is the previous week's low. That's about right there. So again, going to be an important level here to continue to watch, 12.4, but overall, given the uptrending market, this pullback could be seen as a buying opportunity in the near term until proven otherwise. 12.4 will start to lead to a breakdown. If we take a look here at crude oil, crude oil is up about 0.7% right now. This one had a significant outside day meltdown here a couple of days ago, taking the previous FOMC here offered big time outside day down and drop, and prices are now just above the 72s here. One thing we mentioned before was this range right here had about 9 to 10 points of range in it, and from that high right there, 82.55, we could be looking at a move into about 72.55 as a 10-point move. We've gotten to 73.10, so very close, 9.5 points basically of range, about what we were looking for. There could still be more ahead. So given this downtrending price action, given the break at the previous month's midpoint, the expectation is for further weakness toward the previous month's low and perhaps into that 70.08 previous quarter's low. So right now, looking for more weakness likely ahead. So early strength this week could be seen as a selling opportunity. Gold futures up about 0.4% right now. This has had the biggest two-day pullback that we've seen so far, at least over the last few months. Since Q4 here, we've had a massive rally and a continuation to the upside. This pullback right here could be the initial impulse sell-off move here. Once we find a strong low, perhaps we find a bounce back to the midpoint and we find ourselves within a new key range. So this is a big pullback here. We've seen it over the last couple of days. The level here to watch is 1875, still in that zone. The previous month's midpoint here is about 1890, and so a failure there could begin to open up the previous month's low price. That'll take you down quite a bit lower. So again, keeping an eye on this zone, but right now this market here could even pull back as deep as 1830. That's the previous year's close, two previous year's closes in a row, and trade in this range. So right now on the impulse sell-offs move right now, looking for a strong low that could set the edges for a new key range. Lastly, looking at the YM. The YM right now remains within a multi-week narrow range. This multi-week narrow range is building some serious energy. This is about 3 months strong in development. It's starting to get some of this compression here where it's going more toward the apex. We haven't seen a whole lot of directional conviction out of the YM here lately. It's building some serious energy for a breakout move to come. That breakout move could be north of 4,000 points when it's ready to go. 4,000 or 5,000 points of range could be seen ahead. Until then, we could still remain within this range-bound pattern until that expansion occurs. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.